back. That was a wonderful little video about Lucira. Tasteless, they should do one of those about you. They'll be like, well, Tasteless, do you know how to play the piano? They'll be like, well, no. And they'll be like, well, do you know magic tricks? No. Do you know how to juggle, Tasteless? No. Can you hit a free throw, Tasteless? No. And then be like, what do you do? And you're like, well, when I get on the ladder.
When I get on the ladder, kids are copying Tasteless builds, trying to be werewolves themselves. Become a Richter Belmont nerd. I got my whip out, taking out candles, get the blue potion, throw it at the ground. That's what I do. But I don't have any other skills. I can talk a lot. That's about it. So, we have head-to-head here. Terran against Terran, SC against Polt. I think this is going to be a pretty evenly matched matchup. I think more so than Nada and Genius.
Yeah. I think so. I'm giving the edge to Polt slightly. He's done so well lately, it's hard to ignore. SC has always been quietly so good, though.
He really has.
So it's like we just kind of ignore him because he's not too stylistic or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just very standard.
Yeah.
A little bit more offensive
He's
than
not
defensive.
like his interviews aren't particularly like over the top, like I'm going to destroy him or something that would make us take notice. So he's actually like this quiet guy that's quietly great. So don't underestimate him.
Yeah, the thing about Polt is that he started out so weak in GSL. Now he's improved so much. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with that.
Yes.
Artosis. I have no idea. Here he is now.
Versus Terran, 29.4%. Not so good.
But, of course, these results are pretty old.
Yeah, a lot of them are quite old.
That's the thing is that, you look at results like this, you might think, 3-7, that's so bad. But then at the same time, some of these are actually from like the original first GSL we did. Back before it was technically even called Code S.
Yeah.
So... the guy's come quite a ways. And, at the start, he was not doing that good. He was one of these guys that did a lot of one-base all-ins. Like a lot of other people that are no longer in the GSL because they've been muscled out.
Yeah.
And he's changed his style around. So I really respect that. I think that's pretty good.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty superb. He did eliminate some pretty big players here early on in the GSL. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he has prepared here. Prime team is slowly having more and more players see success here, starting to catch up a little bit with OGS.
Yeah, they fell off for a little bit, man. But Polt is leading the charge back along with Marine King Prime. Here we have sCfOu. FOU, a team that has been falling since Season 3, where they really made their debut. I believe it was Season 3. And they have been kind of falling nonstop since Stasis, I have to say. He's really the last one that's showing up really good results for the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall been more consistent than Polt. I think we've seen this guy kind of gradually improve, where Polt's improvement has been much more drastic, but I'd still put them in roughly the same level of skill.
Yes.
At least based off their previous results.
That's quite correct. Linear growth for math nerds out there for sCfOu, and exponential growth for Polt.
Go.
But will he hit that thing in the middle? What's it called?
Polt's growth
What's that
a little
thing
bit more
called?
like
That's
exponential, while sCfOu is a little bit more geometric as far as the curve goes.
God, it's been so long since I've been in school. I can't remember the thing that exponential growth can't touch, like that line.
Someone's going to tell you on Twitter, at Artosis' Twitter, he's Artosis. And me, I'm calling me Tasteless. And of course, at Golden TV Net, I have posted, you have to go through several pages of tweets by me, but I posted several of the Pro Gamer Twitter IDs. I know the IM coach said he was going to have his players get Twitter accounts for all the IM players so that we could then start, I could tweet them out. And a lot of these guys, they can at least read some basic English. So if you wite them, you don't have to learn Korean in order to communicate with these guys. Our map is going to be Crossfire. A board game not quite as good as Hungry Hippos.
That's quite true. Hungry Hippos is more of a family game anyways. Shooting marbles at each other with a gun. It's not something I want my young kids playing. Hungry Hippos, I want to teach them that Hungry Hippos, they're hungry, man.
Sometimes I troll Counter-Strike players and tell them, it's a good game, 1.6, but I don't know if playing guns at people all day is really healthy. You can see them be like, that's not funny, and I don't actually believe it.
Of course not.
Trolling reality. All right, head-to-head, let's do this. Get ready for our second Terran versus Terran of today's game, PoltPrime against sCfOu. Who's going to win? They seem pretty evenly skilled. We're going to find out here in just a little bit at the GSL.
PoltPrime.WE versus sCfOu.
said that like there was a question mark at the end of his name. sCfOu.
Yeah.
Over here in the upper right, formerly a Warcraft 3 competitive player, a member of the Team Prime, and he has drastically improved.
PoltPrime.WE.
Good job.
PoltPrime also does a good job with those. And that looks exactly like PoltPrime.
That
actually looks exactly like him.
Oh my god. That guy is a wonderful artist.
I can't tell which one's the drawing and which one's the real person.
Is that the drawing?
I don't know. I think I see his hands moving.
Colored in with some crayons?
Yeah. That's just him in color. Now, over here in the bottom left, and his name does stand for his initials. I know I initially said it stood for StarCraft. It does not.
sCfOu.
Some of these fail hearts are so funny. They're attempting to make a heart shape with the hands, what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm actually so good at that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
My hands just lock up into hearts all over the place, man.
I practice in front of the mirror every day before work. That making a tornado by spinning a bottle of soju.
I'm pretty good at that as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Now, they're both going to scout each other at roughly the same time. It is a one-on-one map.
Exactly same builds thus far.
Yeah.
Berg's about to finish. We do have a 4-gas lead for sCfOu.
So that's the only real difference we've seen here thus far.
And also, his orbital command is 6 in-game points quicker.
Interesting.
So there you go.
So as you can see, SC a little bit quicker. Yeah. Right now he's in the lead. We're calling it for him right now.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Well, we do have the Quick Tech Lab for SC. I'm expecting a Reaper out of that. Whereas Polt is setting up for a factory. There it is.
He's hiding the factory.
Tastes
Are we going to see a
see.
Thor rush?
Yeah, that's what we're going to see.
Uh-oh.
Unless, and there is a possibility of this,
Straight up
could be
Cowboy
Proxy
Bebop
Banshee.
style. Oh, man. Could be
Why is it Cowboy?
Transformers.
I love that anime. Why is it
Is
Cowboy
that the one
Bebop?
where they have a lot of big robots in Cowboy Bebop? Am I making this up? I haven't watched
I
it.
don't think that's the one that you're
I know
thinking
the
about.
last animes I was really watching was the old school ones, like the original Ninja Scroll, which is, by the way, so good.
Yeah, it's good.
You haven't seen
You're
Ninja
like
Scroll.
Princess
You guys
Mononoke.
wanna hear
I'm
a
like,
funny
shut
story?
up, tasteless.
You want to hear a funny story, man? It's the first time I watched Ninja Scroll. My mother came into my room.
Yeah.
I was with a friend, and it happened to be during the you know what scene.
Yes, I know
There's
exactly
a scene that you know exactly what I'm talking about with the ninja chick and the golem.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god.
that was awkward. Mom was like, "What are you watching?" Now
Jesus.
onto this. Oh my god.
Oh my god. SC. Perfect
He is
scout
gonna.
pattern.
God.
And finding this is the most important thing that can ever happen. That is so bad for Polt. Polt has to abandon his plans completely.
That's so funny that actually occurred.
Puts up a starport at home immediately.
Well, he's going to have fast reactions on his feet, and I think this Reaper is even going to get the Hellion.
That is a badass Reaper.
That is.
Leave it to me. This one's mine. He actually that Reaper just basically changed the entire game around.
Yeah, this was
so
supposed to be
much.
like a pretty short game, and that didn't end up happening because SC. You know, I think that's pretty smart. You should expect in the games where people are fairly even, maybe he's not entirely confident about his skill level. On a one-on-one map, I mean, you can do Thor rushes like this. We've been doing it for a while now, or seeing it for a while now, rather. And yeah, I mean, it's a good strategy.
It is. I love to see Thor rushes here and there. But I mean, that just makes him turn into a Banshee build. Polt is.
That's probably the best way to respond to this. Gets him.
I don't know, man. It's like you're behind. It's a slower Banshee than normal, and
well, I think the function of it is to kill some SCVs and even things out.
Yeah,
because you're just so behind. There's not.
Right.
You can't play standard.
By the way, SC got really fast stim. His stim is actually almost done, which is just wild that it's almost done right now.
Cray.
Totally cray.
Girl. Now he is basically taking the Zonaga Watchtower away, so that's going to be leaving Polt a little bit in the dark until he can reclaim it. He just now does.
Polt finally starting his command center.
What is a Polt?
Well, I always think of poultry, chicken.
That's what I think of too.
And he is sponsored by Tsubasa Chicken.
Oh.
But his idea was that way before that. I don't know. I've been trying now for, how long have we been doing this? September? So, some ridiculous amount of months. Like 7 months I've been trying to think of a good joke for Polt's name, and I still haven't come up with one. I'll let you know, though.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm in the shower, I try to think of something funny I can do with some of these ideas. I've never had one with Polt. Now,
that's what I do in the shower, too.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't clean myself. I don't water pour on me, and I just try to figure out a joke, man.
And then I get out. Why is your hair still dry? I'm like, I don't know.
I forgot to put my head under the water. Okay, now here comes. Now he's got to be careful because with Stim here, one good scan. And you can see he doesn't want to reveal that he
does not want to stim everything at once, though.
No.
He wants to really catch that, and Cloak finishes.
Cloak is done. And the Banshee does outrange the Marine just slightly. So he's got to be pretty careful when he's controlling this position to not allow him to get too many Marines picked off here.
Dude, he's trying to force a stim so hard.
Yeah.
Combat shields are done, so those Marines are going to be a little bit harder to kill. You have Polt going 3 barracks and siege tanks.
You know, he basically didn't allow the Banshee rush to do any damage. I mean, losing a few Marines, that's fine because you have enough SCVs, mining minerals. Uh-oh. What, are you just going to quit?
Just going to lay down and die?
Lay down in the snow and die? I can't believe he didn't scan and kill that. I can't believe that.
Well, I can. He's got to get that expansion up. Another Cloak Banshee is around town. Right. In fact, there's 3 Banshees out, and look at that.
We got a medevac drop here. I think that's why he didn't scan.
Dude, this drop actually could do so much damage that it's going to be absolutely game-changing. Right now, they're very similar supplies, but with Stim out and Polt out of position, Polt's Stim is nowhere near done. His combat shield's nowhere near done. These have Stim and combat shield stasis. This is going to be a huge drop.
Might as well be about a dozen Clydes attacking you.
Yeah. This is going to be so scary.
All right, so he goes up into the main. Now it's always pretty tough.
This is going to be so deadly, man. And I wish. There we go. He's going to try to target down what he can. And
now, you know what? With these Marines being healed and the Stim, if you can just barely pull through, you might actually be able to come out on top here. And I think.
Oh my God. He has killed so much for so little.
All right, so that last Marine coming out here does kind of make things a little bit easier, but
almost gets that siege tank as well.
He killed off so much stuff there.
Yeah, it's 65 supply to 73 now, and before that, Polt was up by like 3 supply. So a huge move right there, really downing the amount of units that Polt has. And from here, if SC just pushes forward, this might actually do incredible damage.
Yeah, SC might just be able to manhandle it from here. Oh, and the Banshee get away. That was the Banshee that got away. You know? You only live once, man. Tell that Banshee how you feel. Don't be a coward.
I feel in pain because Banshees do a lot of damage really quickly.
Yeah.
Look, they have combat shields and a medevac. SCV's getting confused about what to build there.
Oh, nice.
Right now, 86 supply to 74.
And are the tanks sieged in Polt's base? No.
He doesn't have siege mode yet, actually. It's
yeah, you're right. Look at that at the
third or fourth of the way done. You know, seriously, if he just attacks right now with what he has, he can kill off a good amount of units of Polt.
Well, Polt is lacking in medevacs.
Well, now he can't. Because a bunch more siege tanks pop out, Marines. But before, if he had just beelined it to his base, could have been deadly.
Why is a beeline a straight line? Of all the letters in the alphabet, why does
Bees
B
buzz,
get that
but
one?
they never fall down.
I don't know. We both just locked eyes and made the weirdest facial expression. We had no idea how to get out of that joke.
I don't know. As the crow flies, I understand that being a straight line. Crows don't mess around, but bees are all over the place. They're like sniffing out honey.
Would it be cool to have a pet bumblebee that would like land on your finger and stuff, and you can make like an attack bumblebee?
My little baby bumblebee, why won't you play with me?
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's like a song from when I was in first grade or something. I don't remember quite all the words, almost so.
Now it looks like if he wants.
Oh my God! Random turret. We're gonna call that a cast turret. Cast the Ukrainian Terran. loves to make random turrets around in places like that people are probably going to fly through. It's a great move.
You know, the guy's always going to be back inside of his main base doing stuff, but he assumes that there's not going to be anything out there. So sometimes you'll just be like, oh,
fly right through, and you'd be like, it happened in StarCraft 1 a lot. People porting it into StarCraft 2.
It looks like SC is planning on attacking Polt if Polt tries to leave his base. Similar to, what was it, July versus Huck.
Yes.
Similar style there, even though there was a different matchup. Same concept.
I like that Polt already has the 2 sensor towers. He really wants to just stop any drop harassment. He knows that his opponent has a lot of medvacs. Good upgrade to some of his Marines as well.
It looks like he might go for a contain now.
You know, I think he might just siege up and start hitting some of these depots on the edge of the base,
Yeah, he's going to the high ground. I can't believe Polt, by the way, is not even protecting that.
Yeah, he's just letting the high ground go.
He's like, well, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope he doesn't take the most significant point on the map in Terran versus Terran.
This is going to be scary cases. I think Polt just realized that he made an oopsie, made a boo-boo.